Hey guys, it's Miss Mac. Today I wanted to show you how to make paper beads and how to turn those paper beads into a bracelet. So you're going to want to start with some paper. Magazine paper works really well, but I had some leftover scrapbook paper that I'm using. I also used some ribbon. You could use string or elastic if you wanted. So I'm going to start by cutting the paper into strips. I couldn't find my ruler, so I just used a straight edge. Once you cut out all of those strips, and I cut out a lot more than you're seeing here, then you're going to cut the corners of one end of those strips off. So that leaves you with a really nice sharp point at the end of each of those strips of paper. Then after you've done that, well, it's time to turn them into beads. So I used a straw, fold the end of the paper over the straw instead of tucking it in underneath, and I roll it up a little bit. Then you're going to take your glue stick, make sure that glue goes right to the end of that very sharp point, and then you start rolling it up. It's a little bit finicky and you want to try to really keep it straight, but once you get the hang of it, it's really fun. And then you just slide it off the straw. Once you've done that, well, you just do it a whole bunch more times until you have as many beads as you need. I made 25 beads. It was probably more than I needed. So I had ribbon at home, and you don't really need a needle, but it did make it a little bit easier to thread all those beads onto my piece of ribbon. And you just simply string them on. I actually have the end of this ribbon taped to my table so that the beads don't slide off the other end. Once I've done that, I then start folding them sort of like an accordion. You can see here I kind of just zigzag them back and forth until they're all lying nice and flat. And once you've done that, then I took my needle and I took a second piece of ribbon and I start at the top and I kind of sew them together. You'll see there'll be an open end and you just keep going back and forth and closing up that open end. And this is strangely really satisfying. And then once you have done that, then you are going to tie the ends up. You'll see that in just a second. And you tie them at both ends. And then voila, you have a bracelet. Well, I guess it's not really a bracelet until you put it on your wrist, but you'll see what I mean. So there it is with both ends tied off. And once you tie it around your wrist, you have a lovely, chunky, funky, fun bracelet.